Several years ago, as a teenager, I was actually featured in the hit television show Undercover Boss, but the errors I had made during the filming of this episode were so egregious they almost didn't want to air it. Before the Undercover Boss comes into play, the TV producers come in. They have you sign this piece of paper and they're pretty much like, look, we're filming a documentary about the day-to-day life of fast food employees. Just act like we're not here, it's no big deal. I was like, bet. And see, where they get you is they film you for a few days before the Undercover Boss even comes in, so you really do forget they're there. And I don't want this to get misinterpreted. I'm not a complete idiot. I promise I was doing my job the right way for like at least the first 2 or 3 days the people were there. At the time, I had this mean hustle going on. What I was doing was memorizing the exact price of the orders. So when you would come get it, I'd tell you the price. If you had a 20, I knew what change you'd get, etc., etc. I'd never ring it up and I'd pocket the money. I guess they call it embezzling. So one day I'm working, doing my job, not paying attention to the cameras. Then they introduced me to the new guy they're training. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, my name's Greg. Nice to meet you. I'm like, whoa, aren't you a little too old to be doing this? Dude was like 50, 55, and it's a huge red flag if someone starts a fast food career at the age of 55. But you know me, I'm a nice guy. I didn't treat this guy any different than anyone else. I thought it was kind of odd. He had an eye patch and a hook for a hand and an airbrushed beard. But I thought, hell, he's just trying to make money like me. Yeah, I'll show you around. So like a good coworker and a stand-up guy, I'm showing him where we smoke. I'm showing him where the blind spots from the camera are. I'm showing him what we can and can't get away with. So as I'm showing him the blind spots and where we can smoke and how to steal time, I noticed this man's getting angry. And I thought, wow, dude, you are a tryhard. You are not going to make it here. So customers are coming in and he's fumbling around. He's trying to get them their food, getting their change. This dude was terrible, for real. He was horrible at the job. I was like, hold on, wait here, my boy. So I pull up on my manager. I'm like, look, bro, this dude ain't going to make it. He's like, what you mean? I was like, I keep trying to show him how to work, and all he wants to do is ask a million questions on how many blunts I smoke in the freezer. I was like, look, he's starting to creep me out for real. Like, he looks like he's hiding something. I don't know if he's got dead bodies in his freezer. I don't know what he's got going on. Like, you got to take it from here. And of course, naturally, right, manager at a fast food restaurant type guy, he was lazy. He was like, no, I ain't doing it, Drake. Like, you got that. I was like, dang. So as the story unfolds, as I was actively trying to cross him out, he was trying to cross me out. I didn't know this at the time, but I was like a 19-year-old kid, and he was like the CEO of the company, so I had my work cut out for me. So it's like day 3 of training this guy, and I was like, all right, you stay up here, I got it. So I go to the back, I'm trying to serve one of the cameramen some weed, and then dude shoots out there like a bat out of hell. So he pulls up on me strong, trying to talk crazy to me. I'm like, damn, my boy, I've been working here for like 3 weeks. I'm practically the owner. Who are you? So he rips his mustache off, and he takes his eye patch off, and I'm like, okay, you're wearing a costume, so what? He was like, I'm Greg so-and-so. I'm actually the CEO of the company. And I looked at the camera, I was like, get a load of this guy. So basically, I was like, well, prove it. And man, he proved it, right? I was like, dang. He's like, look, I know you've been stealing. You're one of the worst trainers I ever had. You're one of the worst employees I ever seen. Then after that, it got really awkward. I was like, dang, Greg, I've known you for like 4 or 5 days. You're really going to do me like that? And then the producers come in, and at this point, they are begging me to do an interview. In hindsight, I know I played the situation completely wrong, but what I did was I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get you an interview. Hold on, I got to grab something from my car real quick. Vroom, skirt.